Next question. Consider following information. Current value of the portfolio is an amount of 5 lakhs. Beta of the portfolio is 2. Futures index value is 1000. Lot size is 5050. The first question is, what is the amount of the short position required in index futures trading so that the beta of the portfolio reduces to 1.5? It means that say you want to keep risk in your portfolio partially if the market is likely to fall by 10%, and so on. For the questions are there. So let us write down answer of the first question. It is calculation of amount of short position comma if investor or trader wants to re- reduce risk to 1.50. That is a question. So we understand that the loss in portfolio is equal to profit in index. Value of the portfolio is again 5 lakhs into, this time the required beta is 1.50. So 2 minus 1.5 into negative 10% is equal to x into negative 10%. We want to have the partial hedging, so that is right now the beta is 2, you want to reduce it to 1.5. So there is a reduction of 0.5 into negative 0.5, that is negative 10%. Again this negative 10 is cancelled. So the answer of x will be equal to 5 lakhs into 0.50. That comes to rupees 2,50,000. So this is the amount of the short position required. Now answer for the second question. Number of contracts to be entered upon, to be sold precisely, in that method number 1, using the first calculation, it is the amount and number of contracts. ₹50,000 is the futures index value, 1000 into 50, and that is equal to 1 contract. So this is the number of contracts for an amount of 2,50,000. So 2,50,000 into 1, that does not make a sense, divided by 50,000. So that comes to 5 contracts. This is the way you can do the answer. Method number 2, in that value of the portfolio into beta of the portfolio minus beta required, divided by futures index value into lot size. Value of the portfolio is an amount of 5 lakhs. Beta of the portfolio is 2. You want to reduce it to 1.5. Means you want to reduce by 0.5. You want to have 25% hedging. Okay. 0.5 divided by 2. So you want 25% hedging divided by 1000 into lot size 5050. So 5 lakhs into 0.25, that is 1,25,000. Five lakhs into 0.5, 2,50,000 divided by 50,000. That comes to 5 contracts. So this is the way we can compute the number of contracts to be sold. And method number 3. Over here we can have a working like this also. In the third working note number 1, calculation of number of contracts to be sold for full hedging. In that case, value of the portfolio into beta of portfolio minus beta required divided by futures index value into lot size. What is value of the portfolio? 5 lakhs. What is beta of the portfolio? It is 2. Minus, let us say it is 0. Why? Because I want to calculate first of all what is the number of contracts to be sold for perfect hedging. So divided by 50,000, that is 50 into 1000. So the answer is 5 lakhs into 2 divided by 50,000. That comes to 20 contracts. Now, you do not want to have the complete hedging. You want to have the partial hedging. So we understand like this. For 100% hedging, you have to that is enter into 20 number of contracts. Now you want to hedge only to the extent of 25%. Why? Because we understand 0.5 is a reduction which you require. 2 minus 1.5. So 0.5 is a reduction required from 2. So for 25% hedging, this is the number of contracts to be sold. So 20 into 25%. And the answer comes to 5 contracts. This is the way the number of contracts to be sold can be calculated. Again, the answer is over. No, over here the third question is provided to us. The third question is, if actual market falls by 10%, what will be the total or overall profit or loss considering index position and on existing portfolio in rupees term and in percentage term? So we are required to do the calculation in rupees term and in percentage term. So now write down further. Calculation of overall profit or loss in amount term, comma, and in percentage term. So let us see how to do answer. So we understand it's the portfolio and index, sale index, that is sale value. It is 50 into 1000. So 50 into 1000, that is the sale value 50,000 into number of contracts are 5. So 50 into 1000 into 5, that comes to 2,50,000. Purchase value. The question says that the index is falling down by 10%. So 2,50,000 minus 10%, 2,25,000. So it is profit or loss, there is a profit of 25,000. As far as existing portfolio is concerned, its value is 5 lakhs. Okay. We understand that say for the portfolio, information is provided to us that what will happen, it is 5 lakhs into 2 into negative 10%. Why? Because when the market is falling down by 10%, the portfolio value will reduce by 20%. So 5 lakhs minus 20%, it will reduce to 4 lakhs. So there is a loss of 1 lakh rupee. So overall, there is a loss of 75,000. This is what we understand is a profit or loss in the amount term. Now we are required to do it in the percentage term. Calculation of the profit or loss in percentage term. So in that case, loss divided by amount into 100. What is the loss? Loss is 75,000. Initial value of the portfolio was 5 lakhs. So the loss in percentage term is 15%. Now the question does not specify, however I am doing one more working for giving a calculation of the cross verification. Dear students, the beta is measuring what is the percentage change in RJ with percentage change in RM. What do we observe? We observe that return on the market portfolio reduces by 10%, and in your existing portfolio overall there is a loss of 15%. So what is the risk of your portfolio? Risk of your portfolio is 1.5, which you wanted to have. You wanted to have risk in your portfolio 1.50, and this is what you are able to achieve say by entering into the index futures transaction. So this is the way we can cross verify our answer. Now finally, just understanding one thing, a kind of revision of the entire question. In the first question, amount of the short position, so that say you will be able to have hedging partially to the extent of the 25%. So the amount is 2,50,000 rupees. Number of contracts to be entered upon, based on the above working it is 5. Otherwise you can go with the formula wherein beta required is importantly this time 1.50 for the purpose of calculation of answer, or otherwise there is a lengthy method wherein first of all you have the complete hedging. In that say 20 number of contracts are to be entered upon, then we understand that say you have to enter into the contract only 5. Why? Because you want to do partial hedging. Calculation of the overall profit or loss in amount term and in percentage term. So in that, as far as the portfolio and index is concerned, we compute for index there is a profit of 25,000, and in case of index there is a loss of, sorry, in case of portfolio there is a loss of 1 lakh, and in index there is a profit of 25,000. Overall 75,000 loss, so it comes to negative 15%. Based on that, so the beta is 1.50, that you can cross verify that you are able to get the risk in your portfolio as you desire.